Greetings, Minecrafters! Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 17, I think, of my Daybreaker series here on the Primus server. Well, actually, I'm in space, and it's time to keep doing in space. Going to Mars. Let's get started. Alright, yes, this is my Mars base, or my moon base. Here on the moon. That's where you usually put moon bases. It's the standard thing, so I do what everybody else. I put my moon base on the moon. So let's go through here. The Earth is up. Go down and I'll show you the outside. It's, like I said, I don't really like the design, but it's here. It was something to do while I was waiting for the meteors to fall, and they did fall. There's a bunch around. Here's another one. So I've been going around collecting a bunch of these. Actually, let me see. There is a way to get a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's put my helmet back on. And find the right amulet. Was it winch relations? Somewhere here I've got another doohickey. Blocks yield more drops. That's the one. Put that one on. And as long as I've got some MRU, which I've got some, this should give me the 2. It does. Good. Just don't keep that sucker on, because you start digging a hole and you use up all your MRU, and then you can't use this later on. I did that accidentally. But now that I've been getting enough of this stuff, and I think I do have enough. Where's my base? Somewhere around here. There's another one. Grab it while I can, because I probably will have to come back and get more for like the tier 3 rocket. Look at the map. There's my base. Keep an eye out for any more as I head back. Did I go in the wrong direction? I did go in the wrong direction. Don't think compasses work on the moon. Or they wouldn't work very well. Coming down. Boomf. Elevator up. Up. There we go. I've got the airlock with the player sensors on it, on the outside, so it works. And to make this large space filled with air, yeah, I don't need my oxygen helmet here. I've got 4 of these oxygen sealers. And they're connected through the floor to the electrolytic separator, which is dumping the hydrogen dumping the hydrogen excess and keeping the oxygen and piping it up, getting it from this water tank from lat blocks. This was just to see how big a space. I was cutting it off to see how large an area these things would seal. You can see they're sealed even with this hole in the floor. I wonder if they're still sealed with the hole in the floor over here, because that adds a much larger chunk of room. Looks like it's okay. I don't know which one of these I should be checking. So I can probably take out that cobble. But yeah, that's the moon base. Nothing much happening there. Let's head back to Earth. Take the shortcut. So that's our tier 1 rocket. So it's time to build the tier 2 rocket. Well, I've got 25 of the compressed meteoric iron. So I can get some of that. So let's see, the tier 2 rocket takes the heavy duty plate, which is, or tier 2 heavy duty plate, which is the meteoric iron and these things. So let's get some of those cooking up. I actually have lots of them. Just make a full 25. I've got some more, 18 more ingots of meteoric iron, and these I've got in my inventory. I can cook up and do the same thing. Get them into ingot form. There we go. Oh, and remember, swap baubles. Now that I'm not... Gotta remember to do that. Another thing I did, let's go down to the Essential Craft 3 room. One of my commenters, sorry, I memorized your name so I can mention you on the air, if this was to be considered on the air. And then it's been so long since I did that, I've forgotten it, because I have bad memory for faces and names. Not that I saw your face, but I made this, the charging chamber. And it's got a annoying recipe, because you have to make this red soul matter, which takes 4 of these MRU chunks in a diamond in the magician table, and then each of those has to be processed through the magician table several times, starting from quartz. But that'll get you that thing, and then you can make the wind tablet and charge it up in here, and this red soul matter, which is like a battery, charge it up in here. And now, supposedly just carrying, you don't even need the red soul matter, but since I already had the gems to make it, because it's just like the one in the recipe, just charged. So I made 1, I made 2. Why make 1 when you can make 2 at twice the price? You don't have to have it, but it does give power to the wind tablet. And the commenter said just carrying around the wind tablet will fill in the question marks. Hasn't yet, but then I haven't seen any wind messages, even though normally I am wearing, oh, go back baubles, this thing, gain more wind relations. So, but I never see any of the, you hear a whisper of a wind, or the wind brushes against you, or any of those messages. I'm just not seeing them. Even carrying this thing around. Now the other thing this thing can do, if you right click it, nothing seems to happen, but notice there's power's gone down here. And if I just keep holding it down, the red of that circle in my hotbar, the battery, starts getting grayer and grayer as I use up the power in it. So I'm holding down the right mouse button. And it is using power. Now, since this tablet can be charged and takes power from batteries too, when you right-click, it uses the power, and it should be doing something. But I've gone through many of these. I was watching a TV show, so I just kept charging this thing up and emptying it out again. And not a single question mark has changed on this thing. So, I can toss this back in here. Now, other thing I've changed is my Enderman spawner, which you might have noticed over here. Now that I've just used up some of my power, it's activated them. I tiered up a tier 5 soul shard for Enderman, just killing them from the spawner that I did have here. I'd turn it on manually and just kill them manually. But once I got up to tier 5, I swapped it out. So that soul cage there has got a connection to it that is going over here to the let's go down. Blumph. This redstone controller on my big node battery comes down, I invert it, it goes up to that light, and it comes over here to the soul cage, which is right there. And that means that when this thing drops below 90%, which is what this should be set to, and now it says always, it was working right. But I think if you look at it, it breaks. So there, it's set to above 90. So when that drops below 90, this light turns off, this light turns on, the cage turns on, Endermen spawn, they get pulled to the Enderman killer here. It kills them, creates MRU, which gets piped into the enrichment, whatever you're going to call this, enrichment chamber? I don't know. The node chamber. Any ender pearls they drop get picked up by this item collector, which has a filter just for ender pearls. So they get melted down into EE. I tend to store anything that can be converted to EE as EE. It's basically my vanilla storage. It's not as convenient as, say, an AE too remote, but it works. So that gets there, and then any other drops they've got show up over here. So I got lots of dimlets now. That's nice. And some of these notes. This is all the stuff from Clockwork. Now, I showed you this before with the turtle. He's still doing his job. But the Death Fork extractor here, I mean, it really chews up those catalysts. They really go fast. I had a whole lot of them here in the chest, and overnight they were all gone just from this thing running a little bit because I was growing another crystal. I just basically break that. It looks like it's good, but you put it down and now it's back down to a baby seed. I think that's a bug. So that'll start drawing power out of this thing. She'll start running the Enderman, and basically I did that all night, and I've got 426 buckets of time sand, which is pretty good, I guess. This is just a charger keeping the turtle charged, which it needs a redstone signal to make it do that. And it's got an RF exciter on the bottom, and it still has that bug to deal with, so it's dumping stuff in the trash. So that's what I got over here. It works pretty well. And if I ever need lots of Endermen for something, I've got a tier 5 spawner. It's the only tier 5 spawner I've got. So that is what's been happening in there. There have been changes out here. Well, first of all, I extended the battery to its full length. It's full height, 18, full length, 18. Now I'm going to extend it back into the wall. As you can see, the yellow stripes are now aimed at the wall. And I'm going to dig straight into there. I've already dug out the space below, which you can see here and up above. So I'm going to have to demolish this chunk of wall and extend the battery back into this space, which is bigger than it is right now by a little bit. So I'm going to more than double it. Because as I extended this, being, was it 8 wide? 8 wide and 18 tall, it took a stack and a half of the induction units, induction cells, to make one more layer. But now that I've done that, to extend this wall, it takes 4 stacks per layer. And I didn't want it to take forever, because I was getting about a little over a stack, maybe a stack and a quarter a day from my factory. So it would take 4 days to expand. I liked expanding it every day, just about. So I said, all right, we got to make this faster. Well, the first thing I did was, before I just had a chest here with some diamonds in it. Now I've got a continuous feed of diamonds coming in from EMC. And so that won't run out, because that was running out in the middle of the night and stopping the whole thing. As you can see, it is very busy now. So the next thing I thought, this was the bottleneck, making the tablets using the refined relocator pipes and modules. So I added a turbocharger on it. I got out one of these RF tool crafter tiers that I'd tried before, and I feed it from the 3 input chests with regulators on it to keep 2 stacks of each material type. So it's got 2 stacks of each material type. It's making energy tablets, making them nice and fast. That's great. The problem was getting them out of there and into this chest without completely filling the chest. There always has to be a gap in there so that when this thing stops what it's doing right now, and there are some extra tablets in the pipe, they can go back into the chest. Otherwise, they get stuffed into the crafting module. There they go back. They get stuffed in the crafting module, and they're never going to really come out, and it'll just keep getting more stuck in there. It's like a bug. So I want to always keep some empty space in here. And really the only thing that does that are these modules, the stocking modules from Refined Relocation. But when I had Refined Relocation pipes here, it just wasn't that fast. It was faster. It's faster enough that I had to add 4 or 5 more in metallurgic infusers to make the enriched alloy. As you can see, I've got more than that now, but that was a little bit later. So I tried a number of different things. What I ended up on was this. A transfer node with a good stack worth of speed upgrades. That can rip them out of here really, really fast and stuff them in here. But it will fill the chest completely, and I don't want that. So this chest down here is light gray, white, orange. Up here I've got a copy of it, light gray, white, orange. It's facing the other direction. Comparator. Redstone, so it's measuring how much is in there with a little bit of red alloy wire just to bring it down around, touching the transfer node. That powers when it powers the node, it shuts it down. So whenever this gets to be full, and I just happen to get the length of this exactly right to get me about 2 rows. At 2 rows, it shuts it down, and it doesn't put any more in there. So it's working as fast as it can, yet still leaving a space for backflow. Perfect. Now that it was going faster, I'd needed more of the metallurgic infusers. So I added plenty more. But now these things, or excuse me, no. Now I checked for what the next bottleneck was. Next bottleneck was lithium dust, which is over here. This was running dry. So I added 2 more crystallizers. But then that was too much for the condensator, so I had another condensator. So, ooh, and that condensator is not powered by this redstone. Let me fix that. And actually, because I moved it 1 step away, I probably should reconfigure this slightly. That used to be there, so right here. Actually, I'll do it like that. Whoop. There, that should now stop both of them when this chest gets to a certain fullness. Let's see, make sure it only works on low. And this one is ignoring, so now it only works on low as well. So it's getting a signal it should stop. It did. Oh, but that's going past these. Can't have that right next to them. Because that does bad things to the cables. So we'll go around. Alright. So now it should still be filling up. Yeah, good. But it's not running because we have more than enough lithium dust in the chest. Good. Alright. It's all about regulating the amounts to having enough, but not too much, in every one of these chests. Let's see, my osmium's good. Still have 4,096 stacks in there. It's a nice round number. That's 2 round. It's not going down. Look at that. Stuff's coming up, but it's not going down. I guess it's at its limit. Weird. How did I have more in there? It's still taking stuff out and it's not going down. What if I take that out? Still not going down. These things are buggy. And all the bugs are in the player's favor. It's going up. It's not going down. If I did a test. It's not attached. It's not publicly on my channel, but it is in my channel. It's a YouTube video. If you're interested, you can go to the bug report for Router Reborn, their bug tracker. I've got a bug in there about these things with a link back to the video where I was testing all the various ways I could pipe stuff into this. And basically getting a different result every time. Most of them would change whatever was in here to whatever you piped in. So if I piped in one nether star right now, I'd have 4,094 stacks of nether stars. But yeah, look at that. It's going up, not down. I probably had more than this. I seem to recall having more than this in there originally. But yeah, Well, I've got an entire age of this stuff, so I don't... It's not horrible that I'm getting excess, because I can always go get excess if I wanted it. So I'll just leave it the way it is, because I don't know how to fix it. Alright, oh, and you may notice I've got some designs. Look at this. Got a nice Galacticraft sign here. This is made using the Open Computers 3D printer. I wrote a little program that would break up, and you can see all the little pieces here for each of these. Break up an image and try and build a flat, one-layer 3D print using, in this case, just colored wool to keep it simple. And it would take the one image, I think it was like 80 pixels square, and turns it into a 5x5 grid of these multi-blocks. You can see how many chunks it breaks it up into. I tried to make it so that it gives you the best bang for your buck, but diagonals, man, they really chew up a lot of little pieces. So I had to really simplify this image, because you're only allowed 24 segments per print by default. So this image was made with only 24 pieces per print. I used to have far more decorative fire down here, but I had to simplify it to make it work. Oddly enough, the earth here was fine, because it's separated into 4 different pieces with black filling up the rest of the space, so I actually had no problems making the earth. But the diagonals of the spaceship, especially when there was like multiple colors, like this white stripe up there or down by that, I had to really simplify the picture to get it to work. So the next one I did was for this room, which we're not going to go into yet. I went with a simple picture to start with, and it worked pretty well. I only had to do a little bit of tweaking to get it to work. But then I wanted to go really complicated. So for the Essential Craft 3 room, I made this... Well, I didn't make this design. I found it and I modified it. I couldn't get it to fit with 24 pieces per print. So I actually increased the server's limit. I doubled it to 48. Or maybe I took it up to 50. I forget which. But yeah, it allows a lot more, because, I mean, just looking in here, if you can see the pieces, down the middle here, we have a green strip there, black, white, black, green. So there's 5 in this strip, 5 more in this strip, 5 more in this strip, then 4 more here, and then 3, and then 3. And it just adds up to like 48 or something like that, or in the 40s on that guy. So I couldn't make it with the default settings, so I changed it. Just I wanted to see how it would look. And I'm noticing that my frame rate is a little bit lower in this room. I don't know if it's all the activity of the factory or if it's these signs, but I'm only getting 14 or 15 frames per second when I'm looking at all of this, which is, you know, anything below 15 starts getting really annoying. But we're going to go over in this room, and we're going to go to Mars. So let's get away from the lag. Now, how's it doing here? Looks like it's done. Good. So we're going to make this guy the Tier 2 rocket. We're going to need these, which are compressed. Oh, I shouldn't have. Well, that's why I kept some. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I still had the 6 that I had on me. All right, well, just put that back. Oh, I need 4 more for the other one. Oop. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to need, nothing there, got to do it up here. These are going to take some yellow wool, a filled fuel canister, some heavy duty plate, tier 1, an oxygen vent, tin. Alright, so let me just grab a bunch of these and start making a few things. Those are... just go ahead and make those. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, I think. This... one of those. No, what failed? One of those. Oh, I got aluminum, not tin. There we go. One of those. I've got a canister here. Don't know if I need more than one of them. I'll grab 2 for the moment. Flint and steel and a button. Flint. And not steel, but iron. And a piece of stone for a button. Okay. That's everything, but it's not going to work, so put it in by hand. There we go, engine. Need the nose cone, which is going to be same as last time, so I need a redstone torch. I've got some. So that I can just craft. So I need some yellow wool. Do I have any yellow wool on me? Probably not. So let me run over to the wool farm, because I've got plenty of wool. And get 2 of that. Scroll wheel, there we go. I did make one change in here. I added, well, first of all, I made it so that you can't see any of the cables whatsoever. And you can see underneath them. So I think that's cool. This is just to let me know when some excess in a chest, it runs out, so I can hook something back up again. Over here, I am creating the compressed redstone, compressed diamond, and compressed obsidian. The obsidian is getting ground up here. It's getting infused with the diamond here, and then compressed. The diamonds are straight up compressed, redstone straight up compressed. So all that's happening over here now, and feeding all the machines that need it. Not all these are online. This one, no. This one and this one are for steel production later, but I sort of do that all now with EMC, so I don't really need those anymore. Again, I could do it, but I'll just do it with EMC for now, because why not? I've automated it once, but why keep doing it? Alright, so I've got the yellow wool. I can hear... What else do I need for those boosters? Boosters. Alright, the meteoric iron. I need a filled fuel canister, so I need an empty fuel canister. Tin, glass... Okay, I don't have the glass. Was that glass with, was that a glass pane or a block of glass? Okay. 2 blocks of glass. I'm going to get another canister. Another canister. Another, okay, I got it. Didn't look like I got it. Canister. Make it. 2 of them. Now, I wonder if I can toss them in here to get them filled? No, of course not. And I probably just can't slap them on the barrel down there. So what will fill them? A refinery will refill them, but I don't have a refinery. Do I need to make a refinery just to get them filled with oil? Is that the only thing that'll fill them? Nah, there's got to be another way. Let me go down here and see if I can't just bang them on the drum. I could just bang them on the drum. All right. That's much better than having to build a refinery just to make those. That. And that. All right. So I think that's everything now. Let me see. Booster. Oh, I need to get those out of the machine over here. All right. Give me a... Oh, nope, this. Need 2 more of those. Give me a booster now. No. I think I just have to do it by hand. So yellow wool, one of the fuel canisters, these, it's with regular ones there, and these up here. There we go. Now we can put it together, I think. I think we have everything. Heavy duty plate. No, not heavy. Doesn't that get heavy duty plate? Oh, I'm in tier 1 rocket. Next, tier 2. There we go. Boosters. Those, that, and tier 2 rocket. Behold my rocket. My bigger rocket. Very nice. Alright, let's go take down this one. I think I just punch it. There we go. And put down the bigger one. There it is. It should be fueling up. Let's carefully get in here. Yep, filling up with fuel. Good, good. Get out of third person. Alright, so now we just need to make a new teleporter. So when we get there, we can get home straight away. I can put my current rocket away. Let's see, I'll just stick it in here. The empty fuel canisters, I guess I can stick them in there too. Let's put the rest of this miscellaneous stuff away. And I will be back in a moment when I've got my teleporter ready and we're set to blast off. Unfortunately, it's past my daughter's bedtime, so she won't get to be range safety today. I'll just have to be a little less safe in my ranging. I wonder if I can get wind relations while on Mars. We'll see. Still all question marks. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, the weather looks good. I look good. Hey there. And it's time to launch. I've got my transmitter and receiver. The transmitter is dialed to home. We've got power. We've got a full tank of fuel. Oop, get out. I didn't open the doors. Opening the doors, very important. There we go. Get back in. Doors are open. Yes, they are open. Okay. We're ready to go. Time to launch. See what would be a good angle for the launch. Like maybe over here. That'd be good. I like this tube. Here we go. Still don't have the right world map. That's been buggy in the past, and that's still buggy. It's bugging me. But off we go into the wild black yonder, where no avatar has gone before. Or at least I haven't gone this time. Going to Mars. We launch. And here we come in our... We don't have a choice as to speed. Parachute at first. Now we're just going to bounce. Bouncy, bouncy. That was interesting. I bounced twice. At least I didn't go off the cliff, he says just before he goes off the cliff. Or am I going to land on the cliff? I'm going to land in this cave. Okay, I landed on the side of a cliff. And the zombie is trying to get me. Let me get in here, get my rocket back. Alright. Welcome to Mars. Much more hillier. Now, if I can remember, there are dungeons on this planet. There are also these things. Let's go and get one. It is a blue slimeling egg. Did I get it? Oh, it just hatched. That's not how you do it. I need a cardboard box. I betcha. Cardboard box is what I need. Let's find another egg, because I want to take him home. Any color will do. Let's just find another egg. They're pretty useless, but hey. Why not get them while we can? Alright, here's another blue one. Bloop. Gotcha. Now I forget what the dungeons look like on this world. Oh, there's a yellow one. I'll have to make another cardboard box. I don't remember if there were holes like before, or it was something else. There's lots of eggs around. I guess I should pick a spot and let's go back to where I was, somewhere around here. Looking right the right direction. Head back to my lander and set up the teleporters. There it is. I also want to grab out another magnum torch. Plop it right here. And then just get rid of that creeper. I'll fly a little farther away so that everybody over there despawns. That should be good. Head on back, and there should be no mobs around. Hurrah! Let's set up our transmitter and receiver. Yeah, let's do it down one. Like that. With the RF exciter. Transmitter. Don't jump in it yet. I want the receiver. Alright, so now I should be able to get home without having to worry about rockets. As fun as they are. Whee! Oh yeah. Magnet. Oh, you came over. Have you been following me around like a puppy? These guys are interesting because this is what he wants to eat. He wants to eat chest. No, here. That is, okay, that's just what he can carry. This is what he wants to eat. He wants to eat flint and steel. We'll name him Bobby. Hello, Bobby. As you feed them, you can choose. Well, this is his color here, I think. But you can choose how to buff him. Whether to buff his attack, his defense, his health. Each time he levels up after eating a certain amount of his favorite food. Then the favorite food changes to like boats or something. And you got to feed him something new. But they can fight for you, and they get bigger as they eat and level up. And you can breed the 3 different colors together to get new blends of colors. I'll just tell him to sit here and hang out at home base. Let's put away my cardboard box. Well, that one now has stuff in it, so it should go in the last category with the rocket and everything. Now I'm going to fly about and see what I can find as far as dungeons. I just don't remember what they look like, but I will find out shortly. Or maybe they're just like underground. Cheat a little bit here since it's decided to give me a hole. I see caves, but not the sort of cave with stuff in it that I remember. I might just have to dig down and dig around. It's easy enough to do with this atomic disassembler. But I'll be back in a moment when I've found something interesting. Well, looking here in the map, here I am, that looks like it might be a dungeon. So let's head over there. Is that it? No, it was a little farther, I think. Or was that it? That was it. That doesn't look like a dungeon. Oh, it is. Look at that. It's got green down there. Alright, here we go. Into a new dungeon. Drippy. Turn around, he's right in my face. Not that I care too much, but I wasn't expecting it. These guys are pretty tough. Takes more than one hit from this thing. Kickback is annoying. Just want to destroy that. Oh, not one of these guys. They're double shots. It's hard to get at them. There we go. Alright, continuing on. Made all the drippy sounds. Haha. Man. The jumping. Am I going back the way I came? I feel like I'm going back the way I came. Let's go this way. It's like playing some sort of weird ping pong with each other. I can't get to him. I need a ranged weapon of some sort. There we go. Chest ahead. Anything useful? I'll take the dimlets. Da-da-da. Alright, there we go. Whee, whee. Ah, here we... This is the room. Oh, I should make some more cardboard boxes real quick. Because those eggs are interesting. So I should have some more... I hope that's not it. No, okay. Sawdust, sawdust, sawdust. Yes, good, I've got lots. Let's make some more cardboard boxes. Sure, why not make all 16? 1, 2, 3. Don't need all of them right now, but I'll keep some ready for me after I fight this boss, because these creeper eggs... Oh, did they change it so you can't grab them? They did. Oh, well, that's boring. That's right, you gotta throw back his TNT at him. And every time the TNT blows up some of the creeper eggs, they come out. And they're like a different sort of creeper. You gotta aim at his chest, not his heads, because the heads do disappear. Alright, I think I got a pattern here. Oh, maybe not. Down a little bit lower. Oh, he's in his final mode. Almost done. I remember the first time I came in here, I was just dodging these. I had no idea you had to hit him back. There's no other way to damage him. Staying high helps, because that way it doesn't trigger off all the eggs. I don't think I triggered any of the eggs. That's cool. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, I'm old, but even I know that sound. So you can't get them with cardboard boxes. That sucks. I don't even think you can destroy them. Do they drop? They do drop. So maybe you can drop them onto a torch. Are there any torches around? Well, of course there's torches around. Let's grab some here. Got a few arrows in me. Where'd they go? Here they are. So put a torch under it. Ah, yes, that does work. Good. So I can gather up these creeper eggs. Alright, I'm going to gather these just because they might be fun. Maybe. For a really nasty prank. I don't know. And, well, we'll just fast forward over that. Let's try that. Okay, I got them all. And as I was going, I noticed this. This is Desh ore. This is something I'm definitely going to need. And it's great that I got some. Oh, that's right, it gives me the unrefined. I should have used Silk Touch on it. Alright, if I can get a Silk Touch on it, if that works. I don't know if it does or not. I can see if I can't put it into my digital miner and get the Desh that I need. Alright, what do we get? Cargo rocket. Oh, I don't really want the cargo rocket. I don't need that. Leave the rest. So, that was the boss here. Short work. But then just about everything is short work. I wasn't coming here for the fights. I was coming here just for the making more stuff. Copper, tin. See if I can find some Desh real quick. Ah, here we go. I put all these cardboard boxes back. Oops, that was glowstone. And get out my Silk Touch drill. Here we go. Now I can turn that on. I should have had that on. That was probably doing damage to my armor. Did that work? It did. Good. So let's get back to the surface here. Actually, I just go straight up. Why not? Because it's really slow when flying. Not when not flying. Up we go to the surface. Faster than walking back through the maze. I think. Actually, you know, why bother? I'll just do it here. It's a nice space. Let's get out my digital miner. Or did I leave it somewhere? Oh no, I did. Where did I probably left it in the mining age. Alright, well, that's okay. We can come back. Teleport home. Let's get rid of some of what I'm carrying here, because I don't need all this Mars cobblestone, really. Or the Mars dungeon blocks. Alright. Oop, don't teleport. Hello, Adventure Core. Alright, so put that away, put that away. Don't really need the iron ore either, or any of this other stuff, but I did actually was carrying one of these. Put that away. Let me get some stuff together, and let's put the schematic in here. Next. Unlock schematic. So now I can make a cargo rocket. I don't really have a need, but maybe I'll do it because I've never done it before. I will be right back, and we'll continue on, finish up this episode. Alright, I've got the Mars teleporter here. Let's give it a try. Haven't tested it yet. Yay, it worked. We are on Mars. Oh, it's him. So what's next to me? There shouldn't be anything next to me. So now I can set this up. And I didn't bring my dash. I could probably find another one real quick. That, bunch of those. And then we're going to have to end the episode because we're getting towards that time again. Let's see if I can find some desh real quick. So, Mr. Miner. New config. I don't want to get aluminum, copper, or tin right now. Just give me more of your lovely dash. Start. Oh, and let's do Silk Touch. Nah, let's go ahead and just give it to me raw. That's fine. I'll keep some of this around. Oh, wrong spot. Where'd it go? There it is. Put it in that one. Alright, so I think this is where we will end the episode. Though I will show you what we'll be doing next time. I thought there was something in the mod that I wanted, but I can't figure out what it was. So I'm going to ask all of you, let me tear down the curtain. What is there in Blood Magic, Sanguimancy, Blood Arsenal? These are the add-ons to Blood Magic that are in this pack. What is there that might be useful? Because I've got a room for it, all built. This is my Blood Magic room, and I will tear out these little tests I was doing and start from scratch with you guys. I do have the placeholders down here for all the tiers up to 6. This will be 6 out here. I went ahead and put these in just because I wanted to dig the holes and make sure they worked. And we'll see what this is for and what all this does when we come back next time for a little bit of Blood Magic. But I do like this room. I did this on a live stream. It took like 5 hours over the weekend, I think. Was it the weekend? I'm not sure. But yeah, I think it came out pretty good. So expect this for next time. And until next time, this is Nonsanity signing out. Take care, be good, and see you next time.